Hello, hello. Welcome back to Krista's Joyful Journey. I am so excited to check in for week 2. And I thought today it might be fun to talk about how I get my workouts in without a gym membership. I am someone who used to have gym memberships. I used to go to the YMCA. For a while, I had a membership at Crunch Gym here where I live. But I have canceled those in order to save money, and also because I wasn't using them, because I just more often than not, I do workout videos on YouTube, which is free. I have a few channels that I love and follow and do mostly their workouts, but I will tell you about them after my quick little check-in. After losing 5 pounds the first week of 75 sort of hard, I knew this past week was going to be less, and sure enough, I only lost 1 pound this week, but it's still 1 pound in the right direction. And both weeks I lost 2.5 inches. So week 1 I lost 2.5 inches, and week 2 I lost 2.5 inches. I'm very pleased with that, even though it would be way more fun if the scale continued to drop at such a drastic rate. But 1 to 2 pounds a week is the safe amount to lose when you're trying to lose weight so that it will stay off. So I'm pleased about that. In order for me to lose 50 by the beginning of July, or the first week of July, I need to lose 2 pounds a week and sometimes 3. So I'm right on track with that. And I know some weeks will be better than others. And this week I did have a couple days where I didn't drink all of my water. So there's a couple spots there. And one day where I didn't read my nonfiction, and one day where I didn't get my 8,000 steps. But I got back on track the last 3-4 days. I've done everything. So I'm back on track. I just had a little blip in there. I have no excuse. I just didn't get them that day, and that's okay. But let me just tell you about some of the people on YouTube that I love to do workouts with. The first one I'm going to talk about is Grow with Jo. She is a very high energy, fun young woman who does walking workouts, dance walking with other movements as well. Some Pilates, some with very light weights. I love her energy. I love her music. She is a Christian. She does Fruits of the Spirit focus. She's done Forrest Frank videos. She's also done like Dance Like It's the 80s videos, but I have a few kind of go-to videos of hers that I like. One thing that I do like about her is that all of hers are done barefoot, and sometimes I just can't be bothered to put shoes on. So then I know it's a Grow with Jo day. She does have some with heavier weights. Those are just not the ones that I go to. Some of my favorites, and I will link these videos specifically down in the description, the ones that I mentioned specifically. I do love Transform Your Mornings. It's a 20-minute morning cardio burn routine. I really love that one. One from when she hit 7 million subscribers, and it's a 25-minute full body HIIT with no repeats, and she kind of goes through all of the different types of workouts that she does. So HIIT is in there, dancing is in there, Pilates is in there, all of the different things, that she breaks it up as the workout goes on. So it's a lot of variety and really fun. Those are 2 of my favorites from her. Another woman that I use a lot is more geared toward, I think, senior health. And I'm kind of not as young as Jo with Grow with Jo, and I'm definitely not as old as the target audience of this next channel, which is called Improved Health. But she has a lot of workouts that I just really love. So I do them. I don't think it's specific. None of her titles say that they're for seniors, but I love that she does give modifications for some things along the way. And these are also for mainly cardio, but she does have some strength and some flexibility and balance workouts in there as well. Some of my favorites from Improved Health are the Japanese 3x3 walking exercise for weight loss and longevity. I love her kickboxing one that I do. It's like a standing, no equipment cardio kickboxing workout. And then most recently, I've done a couple of her longer ones. This morning and yesterday, I did a 49-minute. So it's a 45-minute workout with an extra long stretch at the end, which I love. Grow with Jo and Improved Health, I use mainly for movement, cardio kind of workouts. I do have a couple. Improved Health does have a couple that mixes in weights with cardio, and I do love those ones as well. But I have other people that I do when I want like a full-on weighted workout, strength workout. But I will talk about real quick yoga with Adriene. I really love her for good stretching and yoga workouts. In particular, there's one video I do repeatedly for when my back starts to hurt or my hips are feeling extra tight. And it's called Yoga for Hips and Lower Back Release. It's like 23 minutes. It's not a very long workout, but I always feel so much better with my lower back and my hips after doing that workout. But I love Adriene. She's so kind, and find what feels good is a catchphrase that she'll use all the time. And she knows that everybody is at different places in their yoga journey. So I don't feel embarrassed or awkward or weird if I can't do the movements, because her whole thing is get to where you can do it and what feels good for you. But I like the focus on stretching and breathing and connecting with how I'm feeling through yoga. Then for strength training, I have a couple different ones that I follow. The one that I like the most at the moment, I think her name is Lindsay at Nourish Move Love. She also is a Christian. So she'll talk about her faith and her strength and finding strength in the Lord as well. I love her videos because she encourages me to lift heavy. Whereas when I do weights with Grow with Joe, it's very, very light. When I do weights with Improved Health, it's probably right on where I am. But when I do weights with Nourish Move Love, she always pushes me to lift heavier and to try. And if I can't do double, to alternate. So she always pushes me a little bit out of my comfort zone. And I really love her workouts as well. I just found her recently, and I really, really appreciate her, just her workouts and how she runs her workouts. So I will put a 25-minute full body and abs one that I've done a few times from her. And what's the other one? I think there's a 35-minute one that I really like as well that alternates push muscles, pull muscles, and abs, alternates those things. So I really like those two videos from her. Another channel that I've done a couple weights workouts with, I haven't explored them very much. It's called HasFit, and I have done a 30-minute home strength training video with them. I don't know. It's a guy and a gal on the screen. I don't know what their relationship is to each other, if they're just workout buddies, if they're married. I really don't know. Brother and sister, I really don't know. Like I said, I haven't explored them too much, but I have done some of those. And also Kaylee Cohen Strength. When I was using my bike, I did a couple of Kaylee's bike workouts, but I also have done a couple of her strength workouts. So those are the channels that I use the most often. Like I said, I will have at least one video from each of them in the description box below that I have used and enjoyed. I would love for you to share any YouTube videos for workouts that you do. If you could share that in the comments down below, this could be like a great resource for me and for other people who want to try to do at-home workouts. I think it would be a great resource to have more ideas listed in the comments down below. Or if you do other things for workouts. I mean, I also go outside for walks, but not right now because the weather is awful. It's stinking cold outside and everything is icy. So I can't go for walks yet. But once the weather warms up, that is another thing that I love to do, is go for walks. And I love the Couch to 5K app on my phone. And I only do week 1, which is a combo of running and walking. Once I lose some more weight and it's a little bit easier for me to do some running, I will try to do more running. But at this point, it's not good for my joints right now to do running. But I do like that week 1 of Couch to 5K because it alternates running and walking, and it tells me what to do when. I do have a collection of weights here at the house. I've slowly built up over the years. I have 3s, 5s, 8s, 10s, 15s, 12s, and 20. I just have got them little by little over the years. And for a long time, all I had was 8s because somebody gave them to me. And then I wanted a little bit heavier, so I got 10s. Weights can be kind of expensive, so unless you get a whole system or you get them as a gift. But I do think it's important to do strength training combined with getting your heart rate up of some kind of movement. I just encourage you to move your body, whether that's just walking back and forth in your house, which I have been doing as well during this 75 sort of hard. But yeah, I would love to hear how you work out at home. What's your favorite way to move your body and get that exercise in for healthy heart and healthy mind? And that's going to be it for me today. I look forward to hearing from you down in the comments, and I will check in with you next week and see how things are going. Bye.